Chappie, if you want to be in the gang, you have to be cool, like Daddy. You need to keep it gangster.
Yeah, keep it gangster. I want every fucking thing!
It's time to pump up the jam.
The Antwoord in some ways defies definition and explanation. You have to see them to fully understand what they're about because they're so completely unique.
You're gonna do that with the Desert Eagle.
The Antwoord made quite a big impression in the internet community with extremely, I suppose, hardcore South African-based rap, utilizing a lot of the intense energy of South Africa.
Hey, this one is also fucking dirty.
They bring so much colour to what Neil wanted to create. The style in which they were shown was true to themselves.
A dysfunctional family film with like this indestructible like gangster robot that's our son, and he asked us to star as ourselves.
The characters in the movie are actually quite distinct from the personas of Ninja and Yolandi and who they are in real life. There's aspects that are similar because Ninja has this very strong, aggressive vibe about him. Yolandi has a sort of sweetness.
Mommy.
Mommy. They are these characters, they've been these characters for such a long time that they just had to get used to, I think, a little bit the filmmaking process.
The real life dynamic is very similar to just coincidentally how the characters we were playing on set, which was really cool.
I think I'm gonna take you to go see the real one.
It was just a real powerhouse collaboration between the three of us.
Neil specifically wanted them to be who they are, who we know them as, and their styling, it's a counterculture, unique styling.
The style they usually have, which is that Zef style, became a little bit more like almost comic book hero, and it was like almost cartoony.
He wanted them to have this pop star, plastic, luminous quality that would pop out from their environment.
And you'll see our style in the movie, the way we dress, the way we talk, the way we act. It's a style called Zef.
Zef is originally like a diss, like an insult in South Africa. It's changed its meaning now, it's become dope. It's like a cool meaning, and we also made it our own thing. And what Zef means for me is like that you literally don't care what anyone else thinks of you. Like, you represent yourself in your music and how you dress, how you think, how you speak.
You're doing well.
Ninja's the dad, and Yolandi's the mother, and Yankee becomes like the cooler older brother.
This one was my favorite.
One of the first things that I was doing, when you prep for films, of course, you have to get the wardrobe right.
We try to definitely give him that sort of LA gangster feeling. I think a lot of his visual worked with the tattoos. I think that Sarah did some amazing tattoos. So we also tried to keep his wardrobe quite simple so that that part of his character would be quite visible.
He is wearing tattoos up his right arm and left forearm, onto his chest and over his shoulder, onto his back. And he was a big part in that collaboration, which was cool.
Because he's no longer an East LA gangbanger, he needs to cover up his East LA gang life. And he covers his tattoos by making these very intricate steampunk tattoos that are a statement against all things that are digital.
Instead of just like slapping tattoos on Jose, why would this guy have this kind of tattoo? What is his background? Like, we want that to resonate with the character.
You have a steampunk enthusiast that used to be an East LA gangbanger who's now helping this former rap sensation group do crime.
Okay, all right, yeah, do it. Yeah, take me to school, Streetwise Professor, go.
I don't really have to do much more. That's so interesting and so much fun to play.
Oh!
Shit!
Get your weapons! Today, we are going out again!
Yeah, that's good, it's great. Maybe I come to your secret place in Soweto, huh? I come there with my guys. I sickle a cake, I take what I want.
7 days! You know, we kind of think, why call him hippo? I mean, the name's a bit kind of odd. But in African terms, a hippopotamus, they kill more people in Africa than any other wild animal. So it kind of made sense when we came up with that kind of idea, like, you know, he's a madman, he's a killer.
We designed tattoos for his character, you know, just very obvious, kind of silly tattoos. This is our first test with Hippo. Yes. Brandon, yes.
We actually started developing backstories for the tattoos that he had created. He's got a Zulu shield with a spear, which is what his tradition is. He's a very proud Zulu man.
We've realized that we like this here, but it needs to be bigger, so we'll go back to the workshop and pump that guy up.
I mean, he's got this big Africa on his stomach, and it says, born here, die here, which is, you know, pretty much what Hippo's about.
And his hairdo, you know, that's something that took us a while to find, but we wanted something very unique, which he's ended up with.
Time of exploration.
I'm loving it, eh?
Test 1.
Sarah's hairstyling and his tattoos was very much Johannesburg African. There's a very specific feel about that. And we tried to, again, to make the wardrobe quite subtle so that it didn't interfere or become too much.
I was a little bit worried at first because it is so over the top. But when Brandon got out there, he owns all of that so beautifully. That is Hippo. He's ridiculous, he's frightening, he's psychotic, he's perfect.
I'm here for my fucking money, ninja! And action!
Our style's unpredictable. Like, that's pretty much our theme. Same thing with Chappie. It's really and truly like a family film. And on another level, there's this like big drama. So it's got all these things in it, but at the end, it's unpredictable.
He's got this heartfelt questions about life and about what it is to be human, layered with special effects and visual effects, and then these crazy, crazy ass characters that bring it to life.